welcome to the weekly roundup. I'm Tommy Javor, sitting between two of Rosewater's finest. Probably lucky I'm not an umpire. Trevor, Greg, welcome to the show. Too soon? Was that too soon?
Too soon. I enjoyed it.
And welcome back to Div.
Howdy, how are we?
Good. Now, of course, Rosewater were in Div 5, so I'm going to give you a quick little interview in Div 5 because I'm interested to get your take on things.
Yep.
But we'll focus on Div 6 because it's finals football. It was week 2, Trev.
Ooh.
And when I say Brahma Lodge, what name do you think of?
Aloisi.
Aloisi, 14. He'll love that. He will love that. 14 goals. Trev, take us through. What was the score? And tell us your thoughts.
Very, very good kicking by Brahma Lodge. 27-7, 169 to the Tossers 14-8, 92.
Yes, Trinity kicked 14 goals, as did Aloisi. So it was the Aloisi show. Kicked 14 goals too, apparently, including... it was very close at one point in the third quarter, and he kicked 4 in a row himself and broke the game open, and then they just ran away with it. So Aloisi kicked 14, Brooks kicked 4, Nelson and Sobels and Steele all kicked 2, while singles to Jakey Spriggs, Hickey and Savage. Best player as well, Aloisi, deservedly so, but apparently it was the Aloisi and Steele show, still setting him up. Sobels, Savage and Brooks snuck in there. For Trinity, Diff?
And for Trinity, we had Cotter with 9, a good effort himself as well, and Perry with 2, and their best players were Cotter, Cameron, McPhail, Zorich and Barraclough.
Yep. Trev, on that one, just quickly before you click away, too late. Trinity, they'd probably have to be, I mean, you don't like losing a final, but they've come from 6.5 games behind Ingle Farm to win their elimination by a point. They've taken it up to Brahma at Brahma. Pretty fair. They'd be reasonably proud of their performance, wouldn't they?
Absolutely. You absolutely would be. And shout out to Paulie. Hopefully you're still not commiserating. But
had his
happy
50th
birthday.
on Saturday night. Yes, happy birthday to Paulie.
Seen the photos. Got plenty.
Yep.
Alcohol.
Yes, he did. He certainly did. And very man, 150 jelly shots. I was in a corporate box where they didn't supply alcohol. Thanks, Sample. At Saturday night, didn't go well. Got hit by fruit, and it all went wrong for me.
I was just about to say.
Well, it's not. There's way too much airtime that thing's getting. You're probably watching this on a Thursday night. If they're still talking about it, just turn off all social media. Now, the battle of the two teams that have stood out, we called their game earlier this year, Trev, West Croydon and Woody South. They put on a great display, and I know Woody South were 5 goals up at quarter time. And it would have been maybe a few people thinking, well, could it be an upset? But in the end, it was West Croydon too strong, ran over the top of them. They were up by half time. There's no scores on the internet telling you that, but trust me, I know. It was West Croydon 14-13, 97, Woody South 7-6, 48. Just not enough firepower in the end, was it?
I reckon West Croydon are going to take it out pretty comfortably this year.
Yep.
Now. I just can't see Woody South having the defenders to run with them, all the midfield capability that West Croydon have got. So
once again, 10 different goal kickers to West Croydon. Take us through those, would you do?
We have Lukey Francis with 3, and we have Luke Woodcock and Gary Sum with 2 each, and their better players were Luke Francis, Ryan Davies, Chili O'Toole, Gary Sumpton and Lee Walsh.
I like the way you're doing the first names. Very good stuff there. I actually thought that was Rick Davies making a comeback, but no. Wasn't he? Francis, do you know him?
Yes, I used to play juniors against him. Him and his brothers. So.
Best on ground, kick 3, got it through to Div, I assume. The top 2 go up. Who knows? I'm not even going to touch that one either. It's like the banana. Tell us a bit about Luke Francis.
He's not usually defence wingman, run pretty fit sort of footballer and pretty skillful. So him and his brother, like I said, pretty handy footballers for him. Been there for ages. Yeah.
And they didn't look like a Div 16 when I saw them, Trev. The likes of Sumner was the star of the day when we were there. But you look at the other names as well. Is it Phillips is the big ruckman, is it, Hose? Yeah, and not just big. I mean, he'd be 7 foot in high heels. And there's a bunch of other quality. Chili O'Toole's good. Woodcock's really coming to his own this year.
Yeah, Arlie's back.
Yeah, something to star, and there's plenty of others. Take us through the Woody South side, Trev, and give us your thoughts and analyses.
And my analysis is Clark with a couple, Matthews, Pearce, Burns, Ransom and Ahmed was the individuals, with Percy, Ransom, Mueller, Warwick and Bianchi. Now it was, I think there was worries during the week about Woody South having injuries.
Yeah, I heard.
Able to look after.
I got some of that mail.
Yeah, so I think, not knowing if they're back in this week, but I think it'll be a tough ask against Brahma, who are coming off that really good win. But I think from where Woody South were last year to what they've been able to do this year, and especially in the trials that we had early on, you could see that that Bomber was really starting to turn them around, and they're very happy down there at the moment at Woody South, the boys.
Yep. And it's been a strong, consistent season. They're one win away from Division 5. It's safe to assume, although there are some comings and goings in the Saffel next year, we're led to believe. Look, Timmy Aloisi, we won't go into goal kickers too much. He's hit 114. He's already won the award, so we touched on that a couple of weeks ago, but it's special effort to 114. Looks like he could finish on around 120. Great season for amateur league season.
Yep, very good.
Of course, this week now takes us to preliminary final. Talk it up, Trev.
Prelim final. This is where you want to play your football. I know you want to play in a grand final, obviously, but this is where you get up and about. Woody South at New Vision Oval will host Brahma Lodge. I think it'll be an absolute cracker of the game. I really, really do. The weather's going to be good all week.
Yep. Looking at the season, Woody South 15-3, Brahma Lodge 13-5 across the mine around journey. But for mine diff, the thing that Woody South just seem to be hitting their straps at the right time. Brahma Lodge are hitting their straps at the right time. Woody South a few injuries, and this is the time of the year you want to find form.
It's one of the best attacking sides in Div 6. Looking at that against one of the best defence. So, I reckon Brahma have come good at the right time, and I reckon they'll get the chockies here, and Aloisi to kick another bag. I reckon.
How they're going to go against, when we're looking at it, I mean, obviously West Croydon going straight through, which is fantastic for them. But I think, looking at it, knowing that they've been training at our oval because it's free to use. The way that they train and how hard they're at it, and I said this with Darcy last week. I've got no second thought that West Croydon will take this out, but. For me, if we've gone too far into it, I just don't think anybody could put an answer for West Croydon.
Well, someone's going to get there first. So, what was your tip for the prelim?
No, I said
Brahma.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, look, just looking at Brahma's, they did spend in the off-season. Hopefully, they don't fall into the trap of what they did a few years ago, where they spend, they lose these players. But looking at the names, Savage, Hickey, Aloisi, Steele, these are the ones that are jumping at me. Kazenzna, I don't always say it wrong. Steele, of course, is the star. Spriggsy, Jeps Cross, Best and Fairest, or certainly in the mix last year. Too many guns to stop. Woody South, obviously, some great players. If Clark fires up forward, it'd be hard to stop if he gets a bit of use. Ahmed looked dangerous when we watched him play. But I think West Croydon will be playing Brahma Lodge in the grand final.
Yep. All agreed.
Yes, unfortunately, I won't be here to preview that next week, so I agree West Croydon will win it as well.
Yep.
All right. This has been the Div 6 Weekly Roundup. Thanks for joining us. We're back next week.